Today on Teuty's track analysis, we have the track of the day for June 14th, Shadowfall by The.Capman. Shadowfall is an ice track, and outside of the very start of the track being road, it is entirely made of ice. You can also find a GPS immediately at the start, and its time of a 40.546 puts it 1 second ahead of the author medal time. And to finish off the track, you'll find just a single finish line. You will not find any speed checks on Shadowfall, and currently no cuts have been found on the track. In terms of difficulty, ice is usually a little bit harder than an average track, at least for me, and I would rate it a 6 out of 10. The medal times, however, seem to be a bit easier than average, as my personal best came closer than usual to the author time on ice, with that personal best of a 41.914 being roughly 4/10 behind the author time of 41.546. The gold medal time was 45 seconds, the silver 50 seconds, and the bronze 1 minute and 3 seconds. I thought Shadowfall was a decent track, however I found some of the transitions from one slide to another to be a bit awkward, especially near the end of the track. With that said, I would rate Shadowfall a plus. For the route analysis today, we are using the current world record Ghost, driven by Burnt Bagels. Their time of a 40.165 puts them 1.749 seconds ahead of my personal best. At the very start here, we're going to see two different approaches on this ice turn, with the world records just being far better. They take the inside approach the entire way. I drive a little bit wide here. I thought a better, more direct angle towards the corner would have been better, but obviously that was not the case. The world record also takes these inside lines throughout the entire thing, even ending up on the very right side as we enter this uphill section. In order to straighten out your car here for the uphill, you're going to want to do a small release somewhere early on during that part. But then here for this corner, very tight, you want to take it around here, because as you go down, the more straight down you go, the more exit speed you are going to have. Ideally here, as you straighten out, you do not want to release the gas. Then moving on to this next ice turn here, really you just want the kind of tightest line possible throughout it. I will end up going a little bit wider here than the world record does on the exit, but overall I'm fairly happy with how that turn went for me. Again, straightening out here, you do not want to release the gas to do so. That right-hand turn to this left-hand turn was probably the hardest part of the track for me, and that's where I spent the majority of my time trying to get it right. But here we saw the world record taking a very inside approach here. I got into the ice slide a little bit late. I end up going pretty darn wide here, and that is going to produce a significant time loss. But again, through all of this, the world record is basically taking the best inside line they possibly can, and that includes for this upcoming corner here as well, very close to the edge. These upcoming turns were pretty difficult for me as well. Here I should have, released a little bit more so I could get a tighter inside line here. I'll end up once again going pretty wide here, getting into the slide pretty late. And again, this is going to be another pretty significant time loss. The transition here from that slide to this slide was also fairly difficult with the way it is sloped there. You very easily get pushed over to the right-hand wall, so you have to be very careful there. But again, here, another pretty tight inside line, but the world record exits a little bit on the wider side. I barely will sneak into the finish. And that will do it for today's analysis. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like the video and subscribe. If you need any help on other track of the days, I have plenty other track analysis videos already out on the channel, so be sure to check them out. Also, if you're interested in joining my Discord, there is a link to that in the description. And just a final reminder that I will be taking tomorrow off, so I will see you guys on Friday for the next one.